we are going to start with the qualifiers for the Shader Showdown. We've got 3 fantastic coders on stage and a fantastic DJ. Let's go!
Now I do. Thank you.
I'm like, you got it. I love it.
It's so much fun. Now we can hear ourselves. That's great. Maybe we should start the Shader Showdown qualifiers. What do you think, Cosma?
Yeah.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
But Difty, can we have the countdown, please? totetmatt versus wrighter versus evvvvil. totetmatt on the left, wrighter on the center, and evvvvil. Everybody, please give them a round of applause. Yay! The usual rules apply. They have 25 minutes to code the best shader they can of their lives. We have a few new changes, but we'll talk about that in the introductory minutes. So please, Difty, whenever you're ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get coding. Whew. How are you doing, Cosma?
No, I'm great.
Happy to be back at Revision?
Happy to be back. Yeah.
Commentating again with us?
I am for sure. So let's go through the new stuff. I mean, I believe there's some sort of compute shader support.
Yeah, it's a different thing. Actually, I think there's some technical issues with totetmatt, so we probably have to... Seems to be working again. Carry on then. No, timeout.
No, timeout.
Hold on. Technical difficulties. Please pause the timer if you can, Difty. And please stop programming.
No?
Run.
Okay.
We're good? Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
So the changes for this year is that we started having the compute shader thing, as you were mentioning. It was an update?
Oh, there's another problem here. Let's... Is that problem also with wrighter, or what's going on here?
No, it's not. No.
Hello? Okay.
It works both ways.
It seems like it.
Okay, we're trying to figure out the technical details, probably the keyboard on writer side or something like that.
Yeah, I'm guessing the cleanest thing would probably be to restart once we figure these things out, or?
Yeah, we'll probably have to restart the timer, Difty. Restart.
Rewind selector.
We good to go? totetmatt, are you ready? Wrighter, are you ready? evvvvil, are you ready? Okay, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start coding. So, for those who don't know what the hell these people are doing, they're coding a shader, a pixel shader, directly on this environment called BONZOMATIC, and they code in GLSL, and each single pixel that you see on screen, it can be determined by the code that you also see on screen. So we can actually tell a little bit of what they're doing before they recompile the code. And the changes for this year, as I was mentioning, was that you can also write to texture and then read from texture again, which we didn't have last year. It was a patch that was actually developed by Wrighter, and we were trying to innovate a little bit what is possible on the Shader Showdowns and Shader Jams that we somehow do, and also support the compute shaders that a lot of people have been more interested in development. Have you ever developed a compute shader, Kuzma?
I have for sure. Oh, quite a lot of them.
So it really opens up the possibilities of what you can do. You can store information. You also had a little, you have the previous pixel before, where you can, not the previous pixel, the previous frame.
Yeah.
You had access to that texture that you could reuse for some things. We saw some people doing particle systems out of that, for example, among other things. And now with a full texture write and read, you can do some even more advanced things.
There's some feedback, I guess.
Yes, some feedback.
Yeah. I see evvvvil has started already writing up some synchronization stuff. I saw some BPM code here earlier. So he's, I guess, prepared.
Yeah, I mean, Writer was one of the persons who developed the compute shader hack into the system, so he knows his way around it, so he'll probably abuse it. totetmatt going for the revision texture, which is one of the textures that or the additional textures that have in BONZOMATIC that we add special for revision, the revision logo, which you obviously can see right now. So he's going to try to abuse that and try to win some votes.
Yeah.
Also, the live coding system is supposedly working. Didn't check with Defox, but hopefully. So you will be able to vote in which code you like best, and the winner of this round will go on for the final, which is tomorrow. Nifty, can we zoom in some of the code so we can maybe try to read a little bit? So Writer, for example, seems to be doing some projection trickery.
Yeah. I'm projecting something onto a plane there, it seems.
And evvvvil setting up some hash functions.
Yeah, atomic image access. So that's pretty interesting. That's not your regular ray marching loop.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
And evvvvil is a very long-term experience on the Shader Showdowns. He practiced a lot in the previous years. He won quite a few Shader Showdowns throughout the years, has evolved a lot. So I'm very curious what he brings us today.
Yeah.
Can we take a look at totetmatt? See what he's up to. Is that a ray marching loop? Or are you just happy to see me?
I don't think that was what it was. That's not what we were looking at that point, but yeah, just didn't quite get what it was. Trig and stuff going on, some path. I don't know.
Usually it takes about 5 to 10 minutes to have the base plate code set up so that you can start doing some other stuff on it. So around this market, we should start having something on screen, depending how fast the coder is.
I find it really interesting how much people seem to have memorized magic constants for hash functions and for, you know.
Like a special a noise function, for example, which can be tricky to get. Something that doesn't show some patterns, some streaks along the way.
Yeah. Like if it would have been me, I would have recompiled 15 times and looked at the patterns they generate already.
Yeah.
These people just practice them. Practice.
Yeah, I still remember that online version of revision that we had where evvvvil was coding without any changes for like 5 minutes near the end, and just the scene just completely morphed.
Yeah.
That was an epic moment for the online revision.
Yeah, that was great.
And also music by the wonderful DJ Legoober, which I think you're familiar with.
Nah, he's not wonderful, he's pretty awful. By design. Hello, Ula. I love you. You know that.
You should try to do a demo with him, then you would like his music more. But thank you very much for the music contribution. I hope you enjoy the music as well, not just our lame commentary.
I'm just trying to parse some code here in my head and see if I get anything.
Nifty, can we zoom in on some code and just leave it there for a few seconds so we can actually try to figure out what they're doing?
totetmatt is setting up his ray marching loop now.
Ah, here we go. Ray marching loop.
I don't think I saw anyone else setting up that part yet.
Yeah, let's take a look at writers now. Writer definitely was going to use the texture write thing. He's been practicing with that so much, so I'm curious what effect he's going to do with that. Still doing some hash functions. And evvvvil, let's take a look. Well, has to deal with some errors.
Still
does have a ray marching loop down there somewhere.
Yeah, there's some ray origin in there, so it's we're going to go.
What's the difference? Why should people use a ray marching loop when they're doing pixel shaders? Can you explain that?
Why they should?
Yeah.
Well, so ray marching is a way that allows you to. Oh, yay! We have a cube. Fantastic.
Good job, Broski.
Yeah, so ray marching allows you to visualize 3D scenes expressed in kind of one of their most compact forms, which is kind of just the pure math of it.
The sign distance functions.
Yeah, the sign distance functions, and that is very kind of to the point way of expressing them. So it's really effective for this kind of stuff where you need to type out quickly. Yeah.
So totetmatt has a texture on screen rotating. Evil had a cube. I guess Evil was struggling a little bit to figure out, debug some issues there, but he finally managed to get something.
Oh yeah, and live voting is live, everyone, so you can start live voting now. Oh, and totetmatt has some 3D shape thing.
Give it up for totetmatt, please. Putting something on the screen.
Are we flying? Is this like flying through some sort of...
Yep. And we are 17 minutes left to go, so you still have some time to put some stuff on screen. But you should start to have something now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you won't have time to polish it and win the whole thing.
I have a feeling that writer's approach is going to be slightly different than the others. What is doing.
Writer using the... and Evil also has some rotating things there. Very minimalistic so far, just some circles.
Yeah.
Curious. I guess it's just testing how things work and then it's gonna apply some stuff to that.
Or maybe it's trying to make like a early 2000s Danish design demo.
A very minimalistic, all cowboy purples. That was really the good days of the 90s demos.
Very good days.
What I was saying is that the writer has like double the work because he has to write the effect that it's doing to the texture and then use the texture into something else. So it might take him slightly longer to have something on screen, but hopefully it will be something a little bit more impressive than the other ones.
Yeah, so I think personally, if I would have been here, I would have done kind of the normal boring stuff in the computer shader and then just read that out and post-process the hell out of it.
For example, yeah.
And the shader in the end. But hopefully these people are a bit more creative and have thought of...
totetmatt has a tunnel.
Yeah, with some nice texture on it.
Nice.
And I don't mean like a texture, but like a 3D
organic
surface with bumps and stuff. That's nice.
And Evil has some repetition effects as well going there.
Yeah.
You can see full screen of totetmatt. Some artifacts there, but he should be able to fix those.
Is this like a cave version of the toilet tunnel?
Oh, a reference to the toilet tunnel. Extra points for revision influences.
Yeah.
Evil has some repetition going, which is quite easy to do. You can repeat really easy the space. Once you have some effect done on pixel shaders, sign distance functions is really easy to repeat the universe, I guess you can call it that.
Yeah, and I would say Evil is really good when it comes to taking something that where the base shape is kind of simple and then just going crazy on repeating and mirroring it and shaping it in like really interesting ways.
Yep. 15 minutes left to go. Everybody, please give them an encouraging round of applause.
I think writer's having some troubles there and seems to be scratching his head on the
he's heavily debugging us some error messages there. Everybody, please give a round of applause to writer. Help him debug this code.
Undefined variable image atomic.
Get rid of those atomic images.
It seems as a compiler thing. Oh, and we have some pixels there. Spraying out.
Oh.
Right.
Magic.
Kind of interesting, this particle spraying look here. Oh, and we have a hazing to totetmatt's tunnel here.
Oh, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. With feedback.
Yeah.
It's even better.
Yeah. This is starting to look interesting.
14 minutes left on the clock.
I have a feeling that writer's entry is going to be one of those that once you see it, it looks awesome, you know?
Let's hope so. We want a competitive session, as competitive as possible. totetmatt's really polishing up.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting when you have contestants taking wildly different directions like this.
Yeah. And it can either pan out or fail miserably. That's the interesting part of the competition.
Yeah, I've seen both happening in the past.
Oh.
Yeah.
Evil doing some particle systems out of the, I guess it's reusing the textures to having the state of the particles.
I'm wondering if did I see some earlier from him image atomic stuff? Because it could be spraying atomics from the compute shader and spraying particles from there. That's
and they're also reacting to sound with FFT, which is also nice. It's one of the features that we have on BONZOMATIC. We have a couple of textures that you can use to synchronize with the sound. Normal FFT, pure FFT, one that is normalized, I believe, and the one that is accumulative. So you can use it for like advancing inside a bump or a tunnel, like totetmatt is probably doing, and rotations as well. It's very useful for that. Has different uses.
But on the other hand, FFTs are notoriously difficult to control. You have the DJ change the track and all of a sudden everything looks different.
Our DJs are trained, experienced people. They usually have the same BPM throughout. So it should be okay.
That's the BPM, yeah, but like just frequencies can change.
Yeah, the frequencies can change.
But yeah.
That is true.
Anyway.
We seem to be using it a little bit to pump up the revision logo that's flying through the tunnel.
Yeah.
It's just like you were at the toilet.
Yeah, I seem to remember that what it looked like.
Writer starting to have a few more things on screen. Let's see if he manages to finish up. 12 minutes left on the clock, still some time.
Yeah, he's doing, I think I see what's going on there now. It's like scattered, like there's some sort of IFS fractal, his scattering from the...
I've seen some of his previous shaders using IFS fractals with compute shaders, so
yeah,
he has some experience with that. Let's see if he manages to pull out a cool effect for us today.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, please give him a hand.
Yeah.
It's a cube.
Now we all have their effects kind of on screen.
Yeah, now we're getting somewhere and we still have 11 minutes to finish up your effect, polishing it to the maximum degree.
Yeah.
Evil also has a couple more things happening there. I think he's also abusing the compute shader images.
Yeah. I think it's refreshing to see how we get some different approaches now with a new technique available.
Previously, usually you did 2D effects, or you did the rain marching thing.
Yeah.
And you can do some very interesting stuff with just that.
I mean, Blueberry a long time ago here at Revision did a Shader Showdown thing where he did every lap he did a different analytic ray traced effect. Mm-hmm. So they were all analytical, but he didn't go that far, unfortunately.
Writer adding some colors now.
Oh yeah.
Shape up.
Nice.
So 10 minutes left on the clock. Please give them all a big round of applause.
Yeah, and remember
motivation
to go and vote
for finishing up, and remember to live vote. Yeah.
Yeah. You can live vote in the app or on the website with your vote key. Remember to also log in with that. You can't vote without having done that.
Yep. Some colors on Evil's side as well. Oh, Writer taking it another step.
Looking very interesting, I think. It's a cube, but it's also not.
Yep.
And totetmatt is adding lots of interesting kind of fire fractal.
Yeah. He has the more traditional rain marching approach to it, but it's looking pretty cool.
Yeah, I would say yes, it is the more traditional approach, but it looks kind of fresh, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing Evil's gonna start spinning and doing weird stuff soon with this effect.
I'm curious.
I feel like he's like as a calculated person is kind of like typing along and
he has
a reveal
evil
plan. Yeah, an evil plan.
With 4 V's.
Does he add more V's every year?
No, it's always 4 V's.
You should add more V's.
Yeah, randomly, just to piss off Kuzma.
4 V's
please.
is like it's like middle ground. Oh yeah. Ui, and the field of view is going crazy here.
Yeah, I don't remember that toilet tunnel experience.
That's when you had too much salmiakki.
Yep. The tunnel suddenly feels infinite.
Yep.
8 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, vote, vote, vote. Do we know what kind of hardware they're running this on?
I think it's a 4080 and a 4060. Like one of them is slightly different, but they're pretty much comparable.
Yeah.
Seven minutes and a half left. Evil is wondering what to add next.
Oh, wrighter has added some depth of field here. Oh,
Wow.
that looks beautiful.
Very stylish.
Wow. So this is a very interesting thing you can do with this scatter point approach. It's I believe this was done first by a Primitive Beings 4K that did this kind of rendering, and yeah, it's great. Oh, and Evil is having some sort of problem, it seems. He's waving and trying to get attention. Oh no, okay, I guess I just want people to party. Does this affect now moving a bit more?
I just wanted to recompile the kernel. Now it's reacting to the FFT, so that looks a lot better. So maybe that was what he was looking for.
Yeah.
What was up with the FFT?
But actually, with compute shaders, you're not so wrong off if you say computing kernels. They're usually called kernels.
You made it funny. With lasers coming out of it. Everybody give it up for Evil!
Yeah. It looks kind of like some evil shape with eyes that shoot lasers.
Yeah. Alienish sort of thing. Very interesting shaders that we have so far. 6 minutes left on the clock to polish them up. I don't know what you're going to vote for, but please consider voting. The live code is open, so please use Partymeister to vote.
Yeah, and we're coming closer-ish to 5 minutes, and that's the fifth of the total time available mark. So basically, not so much time left now.
It's do or die. Not much time to do any critical changes. Just some final polishings to try to get it to the next level.
Yeah.
Five minutes left on the clock. totetmatt hasn't been doing that many changes on the last few minutes.
Yeah.
Probably wondering what else can I add to this.
Yeah, and there's always a danger that you kind of start ruining your work. Oh yeah, and then
there we
comes
go.
the radial blur thing. That's nice.
Some people sometimes do some little transition effects,
Yeah.
or try to tweak the colors if they can find anything a bit more interesting.
Yeah, I mean, if I had something that was fairly stable at this point, I would have not done too drastic changes. Just tweak colors and.
It depends on the coder. Some people just like to experiment until.
Yeah. No, there are people who
Like
do that.
do something completely different halfway through. I remember LJ starting with something at one point and ending with something completely different. I made a fractal. I'm not very happy. Let's do something else.
Yeah.
I have time.
I mean,
Change the entire code.
how many times have you seen people do multi-part shader?
Not that many. Sometimes you have like some small transitions and it feels like it's a different effect. Evil was the master of that, doing like one thing that transmorphs into something else.
Oh, yeah.
And he got a lot of love from that. Let's see if he has
Now-
time to do something.
Evil has done the same depth of field trick here.
So that's why he was looking back. He was trying to copy what
Yeah.
what Wrighter was doing.
Trying to get someone who was looking at the screen to yell the code sequences to him.
3 minutes
Just
and a
kidding.
half left on the clock. Wrighter, I think, doing some debugging, just putting stuff on the corner.
I'm guessing he's starting to do some sort of post-processing, or is doing some post-processing.
He has 3 minutes left to do so.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting closer now. And totetmatt is mostly leaving his cursor still.
Interesting camera work on Evil's side.
Yeah.
He's experimenting a little bit how it could look slightly different.
Yeah.
Writer has some syncs to the audio, I believe.
Yeah, skipping a bit here.
Not sure if it's a computer bug or just FFT being a bit overly abused. 2 minutes left to fix it, though.
Yeah. And here's moving it. Music is moving a bit more again. Maybe that's gonna change how some things look. Oh, I feel like all of a sudden totetmatt was out of the cave.
He escaped revision tunnel. He finally reached the bathroom.
Yeah.
Writer seems to be debugging some things. 1 minute and 40 seconds left. Everybody, please give him up a huge round of applause for the last time before we round up this round.
Yeah.
Oh, totetmatt changed the terrain.
Yeah. It's really changed this now. So it has multiple kind of shapes that he goes through that he combines.
So he arrives at field and then it re-enters the tunnel. I see.
That's cool to introduce that late in the game.
Yeah. 1 minute left.
And the good thing with having this kind of tunnel and this weird landscape around is that the tunnel will make sure you never collide it with it. The camera never cuts through the...
That's a nice trick.
Yep.
Yeah, we just cut around it. And
Just punch a hole in it.
40 seconds on the clock. Please ultimate your shaders. .30 seconds left.
So Evil has added some sort of background around here now.
Yeah, I used one of the textures but colorized it a little bit.
Yeah.
20 seconds. Let's help the final countdown. Please help me count down so they can hear it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands off your keyboard. That was an excellent round. All three of them look really, really good. Can we see them full screen, Difty, please, so people can vote? Yeah. So totetmatt first. And now let's take a look at writers. Also very stylish. And finally, we have Evil. That's going to be hard to vote on.
Yeah, all pretty respectable entries.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Don't forget to vote. It's important that you vote. We're going to take a short break to change the live coders, and we'll be right back for round 2. Thank you, everybody, for the first round of the qualifiers.
Inside Radio.
hello. It's time for the second round of the qualifications. I have an extra microphone. It's important. Are you ready for this, Kuzma?
Yeah.
What about the audience? Are you ready for this?
Are you ready to hear PS in stereo?
Yes, double the sound. So, Difty, whenever you're ready, let's go for the countdown. We have NuSan on the left, Doc on the center, and Cosamentale on the right. All three of them Frenchmen, or French women, who came here today to represent the fromage country. I promise never to say this again, but Flopin is not here this year, so it is what it is. Anyways, Difty, whenever you're ready, 25 minutes on the clock. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. I'm curious if they're going to use compute shaders at all. I know NuSan has experimented some things with it. I'm wondering if she's going to use it or not.
Interesting. Immediately looks like NuSan is writing up ray marching stuff here. We have a map function, which usually is what they use to define the 3D scene.
Cosamentale is just making the screen background black, which is a lot easier to type on.
Yeah, nice trick.
Yeah, so a little background information. NuSan has won several Shader Showdowns before, as already a legend participating on this. Doc is a relatively newbie. They participated a few times during the pandemic. I think it's the second time live. I think participated last year as well, here at the Showdown. So he's been developing a little bit, been practicing a little bit. Let's see what he's going to pull out today. And Cosamentale, also a veteran that showed up during the pandemic years, always does an amazing effect. I always love his stuff, the synchronism, the colors that he has. But he always, well, not always, but he tends to get second place, like he's doomed for second place for some reason. Let's hope he can break the curse on this round.
Yeah, it looks like Cosamentale is writing up a distance function for a cube, as far as I can.
Difty, can we take a look at the code for Cosamentale?
Yeah, and there comes the map function. So yeah, we're getting a ray marcher here also, I'm guessing. Oh yeah, and we have a little fromage in the corner.
An homage to le fromage.
Yeah, this is.
We have some people who like cheese in the house. Make some noise for cheese.
Flopin, this one is for you. We miss you.
Yeah, we miss you, Flopin. You should be here. Difty, can you show us some full screen of the code so we can try to figure out what they're doing?
And there, NuSan has a sphere.
A sphere on screen, which is one of the essential elements of any new ray tracing.
Even more cheese here.
I see why Difty took so long to put full screen. He was looking for pictures of fromage.
I mean, that is the right priority to make, to be honest.
Important priorities, I would say. Thank you, Difty, for that.
Yeah.
Also, we should mention that Alkama is playing some music. Give it up for Alkama.
Yeah.
So can we have a full screen of one of the coders, please, Difty, so we can try to figure out what they're trying to do. Ray marching loop, pretty clearly, down there with the R's and the D's.
Yep.
And plasma, is that the default plasma maybe? That's
what comes, I think, built in. So I'm guessing I can't on the screen right now see any map function, so I don't think we can start making guesses about what the scene is going to contain, but...
Now let's take a look at Cosamentale. Also seems to be having a ray marching loop. There's a mapping function there.
Yeah.
So we're using the plasma function. Well, I guess they just didn't delete it yet.
So right now it looks like we get 3 more traditional kind of approaches, like we did in the last round, or unlike what we did last round.
I know NuSan experimented with compute shader stuff. I'm not sure if she's going to try to use it.
Yeah, just doing analytic ambient occlusion between spheres. That's pretty cool.
Looking good so far.
Yeah.
21 minutes and a half left, so still plenty of time to have something on screen.
Yeah.
Let's see how this evolves. Do you have a particular favorite, Kuzma?
Favorite of the contestants?
Yeah.
I don't think I should be saying if I have that.
You shouldn't be biasing the voting.
Yeah, I don't want to affect the voting. Right now, I think it's really hard. Like, okay, I say this much. NuSan has something on screen.
That's a clear advantage so far at 5-minute mark.
Yeah.
Let's see if she can keep it up until the end.
Yeah. And I like where this is going, so we'll see. But I mean, who knows? Maybe Dr. Cosamentale renders a perfectly lit 3D cheese, and then that's going to be in the bag. I mean, NuSan could also turn this around and render a cube and subtract those spheres, and then also have a fromage.
Yep, there's so many ways to do fromage. It's incredible. Yeah. Let's take a look at more code, see if we can make something out of that.
Yeah.
Well, I can't, but you're the expert.
It wasn't so much giving it away. It was pretty dense code. Doc has now a sphere on screen. And yeah, working on setting up.
Now the mapping functions for want the sign distance function to return.
Yeah, so Doc is gonna now compute the normals for the scene by evaluating the distance function along each axis. And
Cosamentale also has already a ball on screen. So 3 balls with 19 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh, NuSan already.
Nice.
Additional stuff.
Is making the 3D look somehow 2D in an awesome way. I'm guessing this is debug stuff and not really what the end result will be, but I think it
just shows the values of the sign distance function, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, like the max value along the array or something. I don't know.
You can try to figure out if you have some weird discontinuities, things like that.
Maybe. Or maybe this is just supposed to be weird and fun.
Yeah, entertaining.
Yeah.
19 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, and a hot tip for anyone out there looking to vote, go to live voting on the app, not to voting.
Don't do it like Kuzma, who clicked the voting, and then kept wondering, why isn't it working?
I literally went to the info desk and asked, and they couldn't help me, but I found out later that it was just me pressing the wrong button.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Yeah, exactly. They asked that if I tried restarting the app. They should have asked even dumber questions. No info desk, that's all on me.
Yeah, so go to live voting, not normal voting. Voting will only be the normal, regular voting will only be available afterwards. I believe not even for the Shader Showdown. Shader Showdown will only be live voting. So yeah, and it will close 5 to 10 minutes after each round. I think the first round is probably still open. If it is, please vote. If it's not, you should have voted. But for this one, consider that, vote accordingly. Meanwhile, NuSan has some new stuff showing up.
Yeah, I'm now starting to think that this is the art style NuSan is going for, kind of.
And some weird shadows that we're showing there. Can we see NuSan again, please, Difty? He's Googling up more fromage images. He can't accommodate right now.
I mean, this is looking interesting. Some kind of checker, like a brick pattern around the...
very interesting. Looking cool.
This is very interesting, yeah.
Also planning to use the FFT function there. Let's take a look at Doc's code. Still signed instant function, still figuring some stuff out to do more advanced scenes. Now he's putting his mapping, so we should be able to see something on screen now. A lot of
boom, it's a white screen.
Just need to debug.
And yeah, we have our...
There we go.
Yeah, some...
Looks a little bit better. We're still setting things up. 17 minutes left on the clock, though, so he still has plenty of time to figure out how to make it work.
Yeah. Not even halfway.
Yeah, Cosamentale also seems to be struggling a little bit. Only has a basic ball in playing, but is probably working on the next phase of that.
Yeah, I think so. Should we see if we can understand what's going on here? I don't even see where the cursor is.
It's up there. Spiral on Doc now. Give it up for Doc, please.
Yeah, Doc.
We put the spirals in this place.
I mean, technically speaking, a spiral is a kind of a tunnel, and tunnels are awesome.
True.
Oh, yeah, no, it has some shading there.
Okay, we're starting to get somewhere. Cosamentale lagging a little bit behind the other two contestants, but I'm sure he'll get there eventually. NuSan's effect is looking quite stylish. I'm wondering what's the next level she's gonna apply to it.
Yeah, she seems to just like kind of add stuff to the end here, so of the shader. So I think there's kind of might be more of the kind of pattern around, like the styling of that. You can still kind of see the shape, but I'm guessing trying some specular lighting or something along those lines. I don't know. It's a bit hard to tell.
I'm waiting for the Cosamentale review. Almost,
things
but
are
a little bit too
going
fast,
crazy.
maybe. A little bit buggy. I like it, but I'm a glitch person, so
Yeah, I mean,
maybe if Alcaba was playing some break car or something, that would have.
yeah, I was gonna ask, do you have a favorite? And I think I know the answer to this one. Oh
Some
yeah,
colors on NuSan now, looking very colorful.
yeah.
It's actually hard to have like different IDs for the continuity of the sphere. So I'm wondering how she did that.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, and we have some very noisy lighting here. Cosamentale is doing some sort of GI-ish stuff, I guess. Path tracing or something. I don't know. I didn't see any of that, but
Let's take a look at the code, see if we can spot.
yeah,
Little
it's
trick.
fair. Oh yeah, this is looking nice.
So for the people like me who don't really know much about coding, what is the difference between the basic remarching and the way that Cosamentale is implementing it?
So I would say what Cosamentale seems to be doing is something more of a Monte Carlo kind of rendering, where it shoots.
So randomly throwing traces, more ray tracing instead of ray marching?
Well, it's usually throwing rays in some randomish directions that are like, so you can kind of capture a bit more of the lighting environment, but you need to kind of smooth it out or something, or just accept that it's noisy to
embrace the noise.
Yeah, so now it seems to be using feedback or something along those lines to smooth it out a little bit.
So make it part of the aesthetic. Okay, 12 minutes, actually 13 minutes left to go.
Doc is now reflecting some stuff into his twisty spiral thing.
This is really shaping up nicely. NuSan also has some changes. Take a look at that as well.
Oh yeah,
Look at that.
The spheres are turned into like kind of cube-ish. Yeah, cubes, I guess. They look a little bit non-cubey when he reflects the space.
It reminds me of jewels and things like that. Really cool. Nice.
That's very interesting.
Some bugs there, I think.
Yeah, I mean, bugs, features.
The world is wrapping in the wrong direction.
Yeah. Wrong or alternative?
An alternative reality. And now Cosamentale's ball bounces.
Yeah,
Look at that shadow, huh?
There you can see some of that trailing effect from kind of reusing samples from the previous frame. We have 3 quite differently looking entries so far also, so that's pretty interesting. Everyone, you need to remember to vote for this.
Not vote, live vote.
Live vote, yes.
Very interesting. I really like what Doc did with the reflections there. Makes it look very stylish.
Yeah. I think the things that you call bugs that I said called alternative or something seems to be even more of that. So I think NuSan might be leaning in that direction.
Oh, Doc even changing it up a bit more.
Yeah, these.
The more aesthetic value.
Yeah.
Some lines.
Yeah. Those lines seems to me to be difficult to get a stable picture in the reflections of them. high frequency stuff can be
Tricky.
easily get geometric aliasing. Kind of no matter how accurate your renderer is.
10 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Please give them a round of applause.
Yeah.
Starting to get some great stuff on the screen now.
The little bug line thingies on this one kind of looks like tentacles at times. I like that.
And now I hope you don't have epilepsy, otherwise epilepsy warning. Cosamentale putting some variants on that ball.
Have you noticed that one of these, like it seems like NuSan got all of the colors and the others got none. They were left with none.
I guess she did.
I spoke too quickly.
Is he trying to do an Amiga ball?
Yeah, I think so. I fear so.
Cosamentale has sold out to the crowd.
Yeah.
Trying to get the Amiga votes from Revision. He has 9 minutes and 45 seconds left to pull it off.
The thing is, you can't appeal to old schoolers with new school lighting.
Can't you? Let's see.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so now this is nice. Duck is animating the reflecting pattern. That's usually a cool look on this kind of thing.
He has some nice little variants on the thing that he was doing.
Yeah, I mean, they were animated before, but now they're like flickering. And that's
I could probably make a demo out of that. Just think that's this. There we go, Amiga ball, boing, boing. Can we have an Amiga? Can we have multiple Amigas?
Many Amigas, yeah. How many are these? 8? No, 6. I don't know.
Infinite number of Amigas.
4 by 4,
not
16.
infinite.
16, I think. 16 Amigas.
16 Amigas in the box.
Anyone
What would happen next?
Can we get an Atari? No.
What about ZX Spectrum? Come on, give it up for the Specky. No? Like NuSan is almost Specky colors.
How about Sega Master System?
Oh yeah, Sega Master System, the good shit.
Look out in the compos for Sega Master System entries.
Look out for my TurboGrafx 1632.
There is a Master System entry in one of the compos.
Yeah, you're trying to get some votes.
I'm trying to plug my demo party.
Okay. You can plug it if you want. You have 8 minutes left to plug whatever you want, while the Amiga balls boing.
They bounce out of sync now, or out of phase, or whatever.
So I heard you have a demo party in Norway?
Yeah, we have a demo party in Norway.
Is it in the Black Place?
No, not anymore. It's called Black Valley because the first party was in a place called Black Valley in Norwegian.
What date is it?
It's in July 12th to 14th.
Okay, so if you want to go to Norway in July, please visit Black Valley. You'll have a good time there.
Drink expensive alcohol and stuff like that. Actually, Norway is, after inflation and stuff happened now, it's not so bad compared to other countries.
7 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Cosamentale has these weird things dropping in the middle. Maybe it's aliens abducting the Amiga balls.
Yeah,
who knows? Looks cool to me.
Natural to assume that aliens want the Amigas.
Doc changed up some of his effect as well with some spheres, I guess, or ellipsoids.
Yeah, NuSan seems to have blacked out the cubes.
Looks really cool.
Yeah, I really like where this is going.
Yeah, and NuSan's still playing around with the shapes and the colors.
I think they're all, in their own ways, have very interesting entries here.
Yeah, very different in approaches as well. So it's going to be hard to vote. Have we mentioned that they should live vote? I think we have.
Yeah.
You go to Partymeister, you log in.
Partymeister.com/vote/revision.
I think. I hope
something like that.
You should know. It's in your voting key.
Yeah.
6 minutes and 30 seconds left. Let's give it a round, a big round of applause for our contestants on this final minutes.
Yeah,
and also for Alchema's amazing music. Thank you, DJ Alchema.
Yeah. We didn't really mention this, but Doc added some cool reflective cubes here also, rounded.
Oh, and now Cosamentale also added some more textures to just lines, not really texture, I guess.
Looks nice. Makes it feel a bit less empty.
It's becoming interesting.
Yeah. As NuSan seems to be thinking and navigating the code more than coding.
Exploring the color changes there as well.
Yeah, but I guess this is also the point where you need to tread carefully, right? Think carefully about what you're doing because
Well, still have 5 minutes and half.
Yeah, but you don't want to. Ooh, that's fun. You don't want to lose everything you have, basically, right? At this point.
Control Z is your friend. Cosamentale is twisting the whole world or camera view, which is looking pretty cool. Doc did another variation of his effect.
Yeah.
I could definitely make a demo out of all the variations that Doc did. Like good syncs, this would be a great demo.
Mirroring the space and folding things around, that's pretty interesting. And yeah, Cosamentale is bending space. Feels a bit like the Timeless 64K by Mercury. Which again feels like that movie where they bend things.
Yep.
Inception.
Oh, NuSan has some variants.
NuSan is also bending things.
Interesting. I don't know what this reminds me of, but the color definitely stands out more and it feels more gradient, I think. That's the main change. I was trying to figure out how is it different, but it looks more like a gradient now.
Yep.
4 minutes left on the clock.
I think all of the entries have like kind of taken a solid shape and kind of just polish and finishing up now.
Are those holes or bugs in Cosamentale's code? Couldn't tell.
Something weird was happening with the spheres, I think, when
NuSan also is drifting around a little bit, using the previous frame buffer, I guess.
Yeah.
And Doc also changed the camera settings. Yeah. Oh, it has different cuts. Nice.
Oh, is this gonna, so making a direction thing. Gonna win a meteorics for this one.
I like. Cosamentale is still playing around with the dimensions of the balls.
Yeah.
This is not how my Amiga works.
No. And I feel like the spheres are kind of like getting small and moving around, but the texture stays in the same place or something like that.
Yeah.
Oi, oi, oi. This is
darker.
Looking trippy.
The darker side of NuSan.
Yeah. Smearing colors around.
And Cosamentale also adding some scene differences, doing like a mirrored image to use a sync as in the music, which gives him some sync bonus points, I guess.
Yeah.
On the voting criteria.
If you need to spice things up, add some kaleidoscope.
Yep. Two minutes left on the clock. Time to make your final adjustments, show your final form.
And audience, get ready to vote. I mean, vote.
Just vote regardless. But first, I would like you to give a big round of applause to all three of them on the last 2 minutes of competition.
Yeah. Ooh, and the feedback is flowing around and stuff now. This is
it almost looks like a fish.
Yeah, I was actually thinking the same thing.
Like that little thingy used seems like a tail for a few frames.
Yeah.
Makes it seem like a fish.
Tripfish.
Tripfish, yeah. Tripfish 5 or something. Yeah. 1 minute and a half left. You have Doc, very stylish.
Yeah.
So blinking now as well. Sing for a second there. And very good syncs as well. Cosamentale with a completely, I want to say psychedelic, but it doesn't have the psychedelic colors, but it's definitely trippy as well.
Yeah, yeah. This bends like the Tripfish demo does.
Tripping Amiga balls.
Yeah, it doesn't have the colors of the Tripfish demo, but it does have
50 seconds left on the clock, so time to finish up your shaders.
Yep. 40 seconds. Don't go too crazy now. Or go completely crazy. One of the two.
Do whatever you like. It's a free world. You have 30 seconds to do whatever you want.
Duck is inverting the screen there, it seems.
Yeah, Cosamentale has some synchronized flashes there as well. So we're reaching the 10 final seconds. Let's count down for 10, our coders. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go of your keyboards, please. Thank you so much. That was a great session, a great round. Can we see full screen every single shader, please, Difty? First off, NuSan, could you please hide the code so we can take a look at the effect? Yeah, round of applause, please. Then Doc, also give him a round of applause.
Yeah.
And then finally we have Cosamentale. Let's give it up for him. All right. Remember to vote. You have about 5 minutes while we set up round 3, and then the live voting will close for this round, and we will know the winner for the final.
Okay.
Okay, we are ready for round 3 of the qualifications. We have coming up Musk versus Zorg versus Ponk, aka Leon Delis. So let's see how they look on the screen. Difty, can we shift? There we go. Right people on the screen, I think. Are the coders ready? Musk, are you ready?
Ponk is completely hidden by the tower.
Ponk is undercover.
Yeah.
Musk, are you ready? Can you give us a thumbs up? Zorg, are you ready? Ponk, you ready? Okay. What about Subi? Are you ready? Let's go. Difty. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Okay, they've started, but the timer, it has not started yet.
The FFT is not working correctly on Ponk's screen.
Yeah. I guess we need to...
Ponk doesn't have the FFT, I have to check that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have
So
to restart.
Yeah, we're gonna just pause everyone, please. Musk, can you please pause? Zorg, pause.
Musk and Zorg, please wait until we have resolved Ponk's situation. Musk, no coding allowed. Wait.
They all seem to be coding, actually.
No, we have to wait. We have to restart because the FFT is not working. We try turning it off and on again. It usually works.
Ponk. We're stopping because your FFT didn't seem to be working.
Technical issues.
Yeah. Ponk, can you please stop typing?
No, he needs to put default tunnel effect back, otherwise we can't even actually see.
Yeah, but the timer is running and it's running weirdly for them.
Okay, I started.
We're good?
I don't know if it's working because he already started running.
Okay, Ponk. Okay.
Ponk, can you please reset your shader?
Okay, let's do
There
this.
we are. Okay.
Everybody
We have
stop. Restart the shaders. Yeah, it's working now. Okay, so
working
Difty will restart the countdown soon, and then we can start coding for reals.
Yeah.
Okay, are we ready? Everybody ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Now for real. Everybody, give them a round of applause.
Sorry, that first stuff was just warm up. Get your fingers ready.
It's important to have FFT so we can see some response to the music that Subi is laying out for us.
Yeah. Oh, Zorg already did some cool 2D stuff here.
Oh, that was quick.
Yep.
Less than a minute. Already has an effect going. My job here is done.
Yeah.
Good night.
Ray Origin coming in. So there's just some entertainment for the crowd, I guess. Or who knows, maybe this is something useful for Zorg also. And Musk also, they all have non-default pixels on screen. That's nice. That's quick this one compared to the other ones.
It's not a ball though.
It's not a ball.
But maybe we'll see one soon.
Yeah.
Can you take a look at one? Musk's code. Let's take a look at what he's trying to do here. Was he already marching a loop?
Don't see much here. There, okay. Looping over some FFT stuff.
Now for Ponk, he definitely has a Ray. There we go. Ray marching loop. You have a sphere on screen with 2 minutes and a half done. Please give it up for Ponk.
Yeah, and now comes the map function, so now it's going to be something more than just a sphere. Looks like Musk having 2D fun for now. Yeah.
I'm just enjoying the music.
Yeah, no, but I think, Musk is doing some just co-dancing. First day.
Zorg also already has something on screen. Is it a circle or is it a
That is a sphere. It's a map function. It's doing a normal calculation now. So this is going to be the stuff we know. And it's having some accent problems with the keyboard, it seems.
And now multiple balls on Ponk, doing a mass.
Yep. Grid of balls, also known as a rounded cube.
Yep.
If they're just infinitely close, I mean. Here we have a position going on. The direction, so I think Musk is now going for the 3D stuff. But I have a feeling that it's not going to be the normal ray marching stuff, but more like a height map or something.
Standard 2D effect?
I don't know. Like it looked like the stuff he did at first kind of sets up the stage a bit, you know what I mean?
Zorg has some interesting lines showing up, or actually particles.
Yeah, I don't know what that is supposed to be. I think they're bugs, but we don't never know.
It's art.
Yeah. Oh, and Ponk is doing like a fractal of rotating different parts of the space differently.
Probably should give a background of the different coders for those who don't know them or are watching them for the first time. So Musk is actually one of the original revision participants that won one of the first editions, like 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago, something like that.
It's a long time ago, who knows?
So he's a veteran. He's been not very steadily coding throughout the years. He gave it up a little bit, coding shaders in particular. Well, non-competitively, I mean. He's been still doing intros and stuff like that, but he kind of has been fading out of Shader Showdown stuff. And then last year he showed up again, and this year again. So very interesting to see what he's been working on. I'm wondering if it's been practicing a little bit more. Meanwhile, Ponk, also known as Leon Denis, comes from the Cookie Collective, which is renowned for bringing us a lot of talent to the Shader Showdowns throughout the years and organizing all sorts of events in France. Related to the demo scene and not related outside on the demo scene, so it's really cool. And Zorg is also French as far as I remember, and he's also been active since I believe 5 years doing some Shader Showdown stuff. So probably the underdog on this trio, but he's been doing a lot of cool shaders as well, so very interested to see what it turns out so far. So 19 minutes left on the clock.
So 2 out of 3 of these are French, is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Yet there's not a single fromage on the screen?
Nope.
No. Okay, noted. I am not sure what's going on here.
I was going to say this is an interference effect, but it's not really, so I don't know what to call this.
Yeah.
It's an experimental test. Here we go. It's moving.
So it seems what I thought that Zorg screens could be bugs is staying, so I guess that's not bugs.
Yeah.
And they're also dancing to the music, so...
It's art.
Yeah. Art lines, not artifacts.
Glitches as art.
Yeah.
Maybe there are points, like... I want to say that similar to the compute shader that we saw on the first round, but it does seem slightly different than what Evil and the writer did.
I didn't see any indications of them doing it.
The code didn't seem to have any atomics in it written anywhere. Meanwhile, Ponk is holding his place like a boss. Please give it up for Ponk.
Yeah. Hey, there's some interesting.
It feels very Colonian.
Yes, very,
Rorschach's best. Like 18 minutes left on the clock. Musk is still trying to figure out what to do. I think he's doing a test screen, figure out some side distance function stuff.
Now there's some sort of perspective you can see, I think, right? There's
And Zorg is trying to build some sort of object, it seems, like a logo of some sort.
Like the Andromeda logo.
Interesting. He has some aesthetic in mind, I guess, but still has to fiddle around with the colors a little bit.
Yeah, the triangle matches well with the kind of triangular arrows coming in and leaving in the 2D pattern.
17 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. Still plenty of time to do your changes.
Yeah. Ponk is doing 3D Rorschachs for real now.
Musk is still testing the FFT synchronism on his scene. 17 minutes left.
I think Musk is just having fun.
Testing the limits of the universe.
Yeah, but so it's maybe not so obvious, but like I think what Musk is really doing is visualizing much more than what is actually tracing. I mean, so a lot of the stuff around there is just kind of junk pixels.
Yeah, they could easily be removed.
Yeah, they're just there for now.
Zorg is composing a little bit more his logo kind of shapy thingy with more triangles than ever.
Yeah. Kind of looks a little bit like 3 snow crystals. I like the jerky motion stuff that Ponk is doing there.
Yeah, good sync to the sounds.
Yeah. Do they ask the DJ for the BPM up front?
Yes.
Yeah. It's much easier than having to guess it.
Yep.
You still need to get a start point though, that's not...
Yeah, or you can just use the FFT thing, the emulated FFT to...
It tends on triggering at the wrong time and drift a bit and stuff. But yeah. I have latency. Yeah, so now Musk has a sphere with some normals going on here. And if you're wondering why the normals look so weird, I think he's taking the absolute value of them instead of showing the actual values right now.
15 minutes left on the clock. Please give them a round of applause.
Yeah. And Zorg is also has been doing normal rendering for a while, so I'm guessing we'll see some lighting soon from Zorg also. I do wonder how these arc lines around are going to work with the lighting though. Because they seems to have normals, which for tiny things doesn't quite make as much sense, I think.
Some glitches as well on the outer parts. Let's see how Zorg is going to deal with that.
Oh, I like this. But this is just kind of
trippy.
Trippy, yeah. Oh yeah, there's actual lighting going on now, I see.
I'm wondering how he's going to light this.
Yeah. But so far it's just been kind of like counting this rave. You don't have like a depth-ish lighting, but iteration counting. And Musk is now, also showing the iteration stuff, I think, around the edges here. Yeah, so we have also normal rendering from Ponk here.
$30 minutes and a half, 13 and a half.
Spaghetti noodles.
The black soup.
Is Ponk doing some sort of rim lighting, you think?
It's a bit, I was going to say that it looks a bit translucid, but no, it's just like weirdly reflective.
Yeah, I think it's one of those where you like 1 minus the see part of the normal or something like that, right? It's a nice trick to get some surface definition that looks kind of stylish. But this, I guess, now is a sphere that is oscillating a bit inside of a tunnel, I guess, or square tunnel.
Yep.
A bunch of different planes for each side there. That is certainly a bit manual way of doing it, but maybe it's faster to type up than...
Not sure.
Yeah, but it also gives you some more freedom, because you can change the planes individually and stuff like that.
12 minutes left on the clock. Alright, now Musk finally has some more interesting stuff up.
Yeah. Oh, and Ponk. Ponk is doing some sort of iridescent lighting here. That's,
very nice
that looks
color.
very
Give it up for Ponk, everybody.
Yeah, give it up. Alright, I'm traveling down this tunnel, I think. And the spheres are dancing.
Oh yeah.
Almost like some sort of raving tomatoes or something like that.
I think we've seen that at a few parties in the past.
Yeah, I can't quite remember, but you're probably right. And the spaghetti noodles have been rotating for a while with the normals rendering.
Oi. Oh.
Yeah, that changed, I think. I don't know.
Give it up for Zorg, everybody.
Yeah.
Nice lighting there.
Still rendering the noodles themselves with the normals, but pretty interesting to light the scene kind of.
Yep.
Haze from the distance, I guess.
Oh, now you used it as a glow. So it's
glow.
like,
yeah.
And you're the master of hypno glow.
Some
so
sort of hypnotic glow, yeah.
you know all about this. I guess he's gonna sync it to FFT or something like that.
That would be true.
That
would make it true hypnoglow, wouldn't it?
And Musk also has a tunnel effect going with the different shapes. Give it up for Musk, everybody, as well. 10 minutes left on the clock. I guess he's still missing some colors and stuff. Oh, here we go. He added it. He heard me.
I feel like this is
starting to shape up.
Yeah. This
Really
is like a kind of theme for this year's commentary, I think. We mentioned something missing and then it shows up. Yeah.
Oh, that. All very colorful right now. It's really interesting.
All three are fairly RGB, but the good kind of RGB, I would say.
Yeah. We still have over 9 minutes left, so still plenty of time to change stuff up, but this is a very good sweet spot right now. You can really start composing the final scene on top of this. Yeah. Usually around this mark is the point where you can't really redo the effect from scratch, even if you really want to, so you kind of have to add more stuff to it or change it around a bit. Zorg just did that with some continuity thing. Is it better though, or is it worse?
It's repeating the same thing over and over and over again.
Folding space into infinity. Ponk also added a little vignette background there.
Yeah.
So it makes it look a bit more aesthetic.
I mean, with this very kind of centralized, like center-based design, it's nice to give a little bit of a rounding to that, like underline it a bit.
Eight minutes and 30 seconds left.
Musk is just having fun there, I think. And, it's starting to show
as well.
Yeah, it's a fun shader to look at, I think. Just working on more texture, I think.
8 minutes left.
Remember to vote, everyone. Oh, when we have a very different kind of background on Ponk right now.
Yeah. 7 minutes left on the clock.
Too many parameters.
Oh, very interesting. How do you do that background?
It's like a 2D Rorschach in the background and a 3D Rorschach in the foreground.
It looks like ink.
Yeah. I like the strokey perimeter. Yeah, this.
Very stylish.
Yeah. I would kind of sort of like to see that animated a bit though.
I like that it's static. Actually, it gives a nice contrast to the foreground.
I would like very slow animation bit, but maybe that.
You know, Zorg trying to change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Do some more transparent sort of things.
Yeah, like a fuzzy shape of the thing.
Like it's invasion of the seaweeds, I guess.
Yeah.
And glowing on top of it. And I guess is using the previous buffer.
Maybe.
Let's take a look at the code a little bit. What is it? No, just FFT.
I think you're right. There's some feedback going on.
And Musk also has some more audio reactive stuff. Still needs to be fine-tuned, but still has 5 minutes and a half to go to do that, so should be fine.
I think this style is very in line with the music, so that's something that's going for.
Speaking about music, and we give it up for Subi on the DJs. Meanwhile, Ponk seems to have heard you, so he decided to animate the background.
Yeah.
With some colors as well.
Oh, that's a nice way of animating it also, I think.
Cool, all three of them are like really distinct in styles. It's going to be really hard to evaluate.
Yeah.
Zorg, now a little bit more interesting.
This is, yeah.
I think he's still finding the sweet spot on the effect. But it's looking promising if you can find the right color and then direction.
Yeah.
I think it could be. Might get the first place. Let's see. He has 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to finish it off. Musk is also still trying to fix up his own shader. It's looking pretty colorful.
Getting a little loop action going on there.
And don't forget to live vote, as usual, on Partymeister.
Hey, movements there are weird now.
Is that an eye? Metaball?
I can't even tell you what's going on here.
It's things rotating.
Yeah.
Zorg decided to darken it a little bit, but still synchronized to the music, so it gives a slightly different aesthetic.
Stuff is really going on in Ponk shader there now.
Yeah, it's going crazy. Musk seems to be doing the same thing for a very long time, wondering what he's planning on.
Yeah, I think it's just like
some
layering and layering of the same kind of stuff to give it more dynamic.
More detail.
Yeah.
3 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock, so not much time to do your final form.
Minutes.
Zorg getting some artifacts, glitches.
I don't know. This looks interesting. It looks kind of like diamond dust or something.
Yeah.
I'm actually really liking this.
Yeah. think this makes it look better.
Yeah, it's more contrast, more
It's more esoteric.
more, yeah, and a bit more defined. I think we're gonna have a hard time choosing between these three.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to vote for this one, but you should vote. And meanwhile, we still have 2 minutes left. Meanwhile, Ponk put some audio reaction streaks on his effect. I guess he's still finding a way to synchronize with music, or another way to synchronize with the music.
I think Ponk decided he doesn't want you to look at this effect anymore.
Yeah, it looks ugly. Let's put some. So, like, slightly less should probably look better.
Yeah.
Let's see it. Like, he has 1 minute and 45 seconds to finish up him and the other two contestants, Musk and Zorg. So please, everybody, can we have a final round of applause for our free shader coders? One minute and a half left on the clock. Let's see what they can do for the final form of their shader.
I mean, you gotta love a good tunnel.
Tunnels are forever. Oh, that's not the tunnel I was looking for. Zorgo going for the red and cyan thing. It's like 3D and megalithic, maybe?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I don't think it is, but maybe it is. I don't know. I don't have glasses with me to check.
Sometimes you don't need it to be, you just need someone to think it looks that way.
Ah.
Like, you know,
It's all in your mind.
pull out your anaglyphic glasses and imagine some actual depth to it.
Like, I'm really there. 30 seconds left on the clock. Please finalize your shaders to the best of your ability.
$15 seconds. The countdown starts.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hands down.
Hands off the keyboard. Everybody, please, big round of applause to Musk, Zorg, and Ponk.
Please hide the code. Excellent. And let's have a look at the entries.
Full screen of Musk. Oh, yeah, there's some extra details right at the very end.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Right, please, round of applause for Musk.
Yeah.
Now let's take a look at Zorg. Also added something at last minute, like an FFT distortion to it. Give it up for Zorg, everybody. And our final contestant of this round, we have Ponk. Let's hear it for Ponk. All right, and give it up for Subi as well on the decks. Great job. Thank you so much for those pumping beats. Don't forget to live vote, which is important. Live code we already did. The live voting will close in around 5 minutes, and after that we will know the winners. You will not, but we will tell our contestants so they can sleep better at night, knowing that they won't or will have to code tomorrow. So enjoy the rest of revision. See you around. We still have more stuff to show to you today, so enjoy.